Hi, Lady Belladonna, 1957.
Hello, how are you tonight, Miss Cat?
Not too bad. How's yourself?
I'm good. Hey, I stopped the blinky lights. What you think? You like it better or you like it blinky?
I love the room. The room. What did you say?
I stopped the lights from blinking. I said, do you
No,
like the...
I do. I like it either way. It looks good both ways. Either way is fine. But I think it's pretty all the time.
I love it. You know, I was telling a friend of mine that she may maybe come through. My sister, I don't see where I could invite people. I was going to invite some people, but I don't see where I can invite them.
Oh, you just tag them.
Well, I don't know how to do all that.
Okay, you just type their name in and it should bring up their Facebook. You just click on it and tag them.
I don't even, my comment bar, my comment thing ain't even up here. I got it on live comment. I don't see anybody coming in.
We don't have any comments yet, but we have a few viewers. Thank you for joining us. This is Lady Belladonna.
Welcome. I'm Lady Belladonna. Thank you for coming. Hi, Hannah. How are you this evening? How are you? Hi, Martha. Hi from Minnesota. Hi. I'm Lady Belladonna, 1957. Welcome, welcome. I'm from Alabama. Hi, Sherry. Welcome. How is everybody tonight? Has everybody got big plans for the weekend? Anybody got any? I don't have any plans. I got my granddaughters. They're a set of twins, and oh me, boy, do they keep you going. I got them in bed so I could do my show tonight. Hi, Hanny. Hi, Sherry. How's everybody doing? I'm Lady, hello, Martha. How are you tonight? I'm Lady Belladonna. Nice of y'all to come. I'm Maria. Hello, hello. How's everybody? Welcome, welcome. No plans. I don't either. I got my grandbabies until tomorrow. I think my daughter will come get them. It's a set of twins. They were born on Cinco de Mayo Day. It's also the same day they were born. Was the same day that my mother died in 2000. Ain't that weird for that to come up like that? Hi, Martha. I know, Sherry. I know, right? I was learning. Get this. I was been practicing or trying to learn the Lemon. I don't know if anybody's ever heard the Lemon deck, but I'm really interested in it. I like to keep learning different things and developing and all that kind of good stuff. So I've been learning this one, and I went through them, and I had a card missing, and I couldn't find it. I went in my bedroom and looked because I had it in the bedroom the other night, because I'll take them to the side of the bed and I'll shuffle with them and I'll play with them. I'll sit here when I'm doing things and I shuffle. I take my cards to the living room and I shuffle them to kind of get my energy in. And so one of them was missing, the very first one, number 1. And I lifted up I've got a little tapestry thing down here, this, okay? And I had just raised up the corner and there was the number 1 card. And I'm thinking, well, that must have been meant for me. I have to look at it and see what the angels wanted me to know, because they made sure that I found that card, because I've been looking all over the place for it and I hadn't been able to find it. But it was the number 1 card. The writer brings news, things from the foreign land. Recognize him as yourself and You've chosen the right man. Weird, but it was under my thing here. I was sitting here playing with them, and it's very interesting. I went online. You can see my book. I got it all marked up just like I did my tarot book. I'm bad at marking my books, and that's how you learn. You know, you have to take and make notes, and that's how I learn. So I've got that going, and I've got I'm looking to learn the Kipper deck. Now the Kipper deck is it's got a little more intense. It's got a lot more things to learn. So I'm trying to learn that one, and this is another Le Mans deck that I absolutely love the colors in it. Absolutely love them. And so there's a lot of things. I've got my Guardian Angel books that I look at, and the crystals. You know, there's a lot of different things that you could absolutely learn. And our readings, if you would like to purchase a reading tonight, they're still on sale for $19.97. They're usually a $35 reading. You could click the link. And also, if you haven't did the free spin and register, go and register, because there's a lot of different things that are fixing to start happening. And I don't know all that it is, but I do know that you will get a notification so that you can come and join us. And there's always a different psychic. You could go on our website at Online Psychic Live, and you have to go out on, it would be www.onlinepsychiclive.live to go to the website, but you can click here and it'll take you and it'll list all of the all of our psychics. And there's some that reads your passing animals, you know, your dog or your cat, and there's all kinds of it's like a doctor. They specialize in different things. So mediumship, I'm just now learning a little bit about mediumship. I have connected with a few. When I really connect with someone, I get goosebumps, and that's showing me that my guides and I have connected, and that I've connected with them, and that I know that I'm doing right. But if anyone would like to do that, you're welcome to do it. And you could come online with me. We could do it in here. You could voice. We'll just do voice where you'll hear me and see me, but I won't see you, but I will hear you. And also we could do it in the chat, which you can make your comments in the chat if you don't want to go live with me. But you can, they've got it set up to where you could actually come on the show with me to do a live reading. So if you anyone would like to do that, I would absolutely love to do a reading for you. We got a little behind schedule today, but we're trying to make up for it. And I was telling Miss Cat I had the blinker lights going the other day, and I stopped them from blinking. I kind of like the steady lights. I like the blinking sometimes, but I like the steady lights. And yeah, Martha, I love my grandkids too. I've got some grown ones. I've got one that will be turning 21, and I've got one great grandson. That's my daughter that passed away. Her son had a little boy, and he's starting school this year. I think he went to kindergarten, or he went to preschool last year, so he'll be starting kindergarten this year. Welcome everybody. I'm glad you've come in to join the show. talk. Tell me what you're interested in. Have you did any studying to learn about the angels? You know, there's some powerful angels, and everybody's got them. I would recommend, and if you're interested in learning tarot or developing your skills, YouTube has got some fascinating people that teaches tarot. I've listened to a couple of them that I really enjoyed, and I continue to go back and listen because I'm always learning. Stick around, and maybe at the end of the show I'll do a group card reading. For the group, I was kind of looking at, I really wanted to invite some people, but I don't see how to do that. So, and I'm afraid to mess with anything. Is my chat's not working? Is anybody can say something? Hello, throw a heart or something so I could see that you were still here. It doesn't show who's in here. I've got Martha, Sherry, and Hannah, Mara. Are y'all still here with me? If you're new, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hello, Sherry. Hi, Hannah. Good. I couldn't remember, you know, I couldn't see anybody. Nothing was moving. Hi, Sherry. I'm Lady Belladonna, 1957. Glad to have you here. Really don't have any plans. I got my grandbabies. They're a set of twins. And I have them until tomorrow, and so I've got them in bed so I could come back here and I have my den set up and looking to clean it up, and I have it set up and enjoy going live. I'm glad y'all have joined me. I've got really don't have any new decks. I've got a couple, but I haven't really gotten into them. This is the Healing Grief card deck. I do use cards, and oh, you know what? I haven't. Has anybody heard of runes? I got a set of these, and I absolutely love them. I just don't use them a lot. They take a lot of time to do a runes readings, and each one, I'll show you the tiles, but the book, each one of them has a meaning, and it goes all the way back to the Vikings. I mean, it's very, very interesting. So, and I only have one set, but I wanted to get another set. But each of them has a sign on them, and you shuffle them in the bag, and you pull them out, and you set them in your, just like you do cards. You have a certain way you set them, and they're pretty neat. And each one of them has got a different meaning. Let's see. This one. I'm going to do the one that looks like an N. The one that looks like an N. Disruption. And that means that something's going to happen, that there's a the way that things are happening in your life. A disruption means that something's going to change. Anyways, you've got several, I can't remember exactly how many, because I don't pull them out a whole lot, but they're, it's pretty neat, and it's got a really, really good book that tells you a lot of different things about it. So, I mean, each one of them, it shows what it means, what it tells. So it's pretty interested if you ever wanted to learn something and is interested. It's kind of almost like way back you'd see the like in an Indian place where the woman would take the bones and shake them and throw them out. I imagine they still do that kind of stuff. So what is your thoughts of that? Have y'all ever heard of the rings? Have you ever seen them? Have you ever got read by one? Have you ever had a reading with them? They're interesting, to say the least. You have a, let me see if I can find, it's a really intense reading, but it's a very good reading. If you ever had one, and if you ever wanted to have one, I usually do the, I think it's the 7. It's the 7 card. I'm thinking that I usually do the 7 card. Maybe it's where you have they're set like this. Can you see that? Never had a reading? You haven't? Sherry and Hannah, you've never had a reading of any kind? Learning how to do this is, it takes a lot of dedication, a lot of spiritual awareness, a lot of opening, in order to be able to read somebody. And it takes, like I said, it takes dedication to do it, because it ain't something that you just get won overnight. My tarot cards, I read them every night at bedtime. I worked on them, and but it's not just about the cards. I want you to know that it's not all about the cards. It's about what you pick up, what the spirit guides brings to you, what the message is that they want you to have. And you welcome them into your spot. You welcome them in so that they're here with you, and they relay the message that you need to hear. And so when I do a reading from someone, I pray. I always pray. You ground, and I don't want no bad juju, so I pray for protection. You always pray for protection. There's a little, of course, I've got sage burns on it, where I learned how to burn sage, which reminds me I need to burn my sage. But it's a protection prayer that, hi, Risha, welcome. I'm Lady Belladonna, 1957. Welcome, I'm glad you're here. But the protection is the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. The mind of God guides me. The life of God flows through me. The laws of God directs me. The power of God abides within me. The joy of God uplifts me. The strength of God renews me. The beauty of God inspires me. Wherever I am, God is. And that is the protection spray. Rishi, I'm not doing any live readings unless you want to go and purchase a reading. Then I'll be glad to. You could come on live with me. Right now, the reading is usually a $35 reading, but they got them on sale for $19.97. So, isn't it? It is very interesting. There's other protection spells, other, not spells, but other protection that you could read when you're, before you do the reading, but, or you could make your own, you could, Archangel Michael is a protection archangel. He is the top notch, and you can invite him into your world and protect him, and he will put a barrier of protection around you. And but if anybody, you could, if you haven't registered on the online Psychic Live, then please do so and spin the wheel. Once you register, a wheel will pop up and you spin it, and every spin is a win. And you can get a free reading. It could be 15 minutes or whatever, but everyone is a winner. So everyone is a winner. So if you haven't registered on the site, then you feel free to do so. And go on the web page and read some of our psychics. There's about 50 of them there, myself included, and Miss Cat that usually is here with us. She's hosting. She's here, but she's not where you can see her. But the readings you have, the live video where she will bring you actually on with me for the live readings, and then or you could do a chat reading, which is I do the reading and you get the you tell me whether or not I'm full of crap or whether it hit home. Because I like to hear, if it don't make sense, I want you to tell me it don't make sense. But I've had very few, and I've done hundreds of readings, and I've had very few that I've come back with a negative review. And it really wasn't a negative review, it just didn't hit home. But what they don't understand is it may not have hit home right then, but whenever it's meant to come to, it will come. It will come back. So if you, like I said, if you haven't registered, then do so, because there's a lot of things that's going to be promoted, and a lot of different things. A lot of free readings are coming to where we can actually do free readings. But it's going to be a set day and a set time, and it'll have I don't know what all it's going to have, but you will get notified if you will go in and register for some of the things that are coming up. And I'm real excited about it. So that you can hear about it and hear what's going on. And there's a lot of things that even I don't know yet. I just know that Kat mentions that there's a lot of good things that come in our way. So be sure to go check out the psychics. Be sure to go spin the wheel. Every spin is a win. And like I said, if you'd like to have a reading done by me, you can, even after the live shows, you could go into the site and book a reading. It's got a place where it says book a reading. And you choose, it's like, you just go and book. And so if anyone would like to do that, if you're interested in having a reading tonight, then you could click where it says the link on the bottom that's going around it. You could click that and it takes you to a place, and purchase the reading and come back. And Miss Cat will either bring you online or she'll come on and tell me that someone's booked a reading, and we'll do your reading right here live. It's interesting. A lot of good things coming, a lot of different things that are happening and coming. And I have my sage. The sage, I burn my sage. I always burn my sage. It's a purifying, and it also helps some people with their breathing problems. You would think smoke wouldn't, but actually it does. It purifies the air. It takes out a lot of stuff out of your air. So burning sage is really good. I remember one time years ago, my mother and aunt, they had this. It was a little something similar to this, but it was like one of them tea things where you gather the grounds and you would stick the grounds and put them in your cup and pour water on it to keep the grounds from getting in your, but they went all through the house. And I believe they were burning sage. I do. I believe that's what they were burning. Mommy and Aunt Lorraine never said, but I know that it was sage because my grandmother, she had Alzheimer's. And I don't know if anybody's ever had a grandmother or anybody in their family with that. It is so horrible. But she was a midwife also. She would deliver babies, go to their houses and help them deliver their babies at home. And she delivered, I don't know how many babies. And she had got to where she was seeing, my granddaddy had been dead for years. She was seeing him. She was seeing, and she was up walking the floors at night. I gotta go. I gotta go find Dave. I gotta go. I gotta get to the children. And so next thing I know, Mama and Aunt Lorraine was burning something through the house. And I know it had to have been sage. It just had to be. It couldn't have been anything else. So burning sage, you could get, if you ever wanted to, be sure that you could get the sticks. But I have found that loose sage, and my brother, bless his heart, he told me he ordered me some sage. And honey, did he ever order me some sage? Now, I've used quite a bit of it. This bag, look, this bag is completely full. 2 pounds. I got you some sage coming, sister. I got you some sage. But he did. He ordered me 2 pounds. But when I burn my sage, you say the prayer and you just fill the room with the aroma and let it purify you. Let it take away all your negative. Also, you have to have a cracked window or a cracked door because you have to have a place in a way for the negative to escape. You don't want to close it in your house. You want to get it. And you go through, if you want to purify your house, you go through your house by taking your sage and go over the doors, over the windows. Just go through it and say a little prayer. I cleanse thee. I cleanse the room, take away all the negative. I pray for protection, grace my home with protection, with your love and guidance, and cleanse your room. In fact, I haven't did this yet. This is my new deck, and I don't believe I have saged it. I sage all my cards when they come in. I cleanse this deck and make it mine. Fill it with loving light, with energy of mine. And you sage the box, you sage, because you don't know who's had a bad day and it's picked up their negative vibes. Makes sense? It makes sense. And you take each of the cards and you run them. I do 2 or 3 of them, and kind of fan them out, and run them over the sage. You pick my cards up, and it smells like sage. I don't know if you've ever burned sage before, but it's very soothing. In fact, my family, to start with, they thought, "Oh gosh, what are you doing? What are you burning?" Now, when I'm not here, when I go to my brother's house to look after him, they burn it while I'm not here. They look for my incense, and they burn them because they miss that smell. Because I've spent a lot of time at my brother's. We lost my sister-in-law in October, and he got down. He was going down before she passed away, and he really got down after she passed away. Mentally and physically, he got down. And I went and I stayed with him. And I stayed with him I only was home a couple of weeks out of 6 months. And I've been home for about 3 weeks now, and he's sick. And I may be having to go back. I have a couple of doctor's appointments next week, and then I can maybe go back and spend some time and take care of him. So I'll be doing that. So the next live I do, it may be at his house because he is sick, and I've got doctor's appointments this week. And once I get through them, then I could go to take care of him. He was telling me, I was on the phone before this live, and he told me if I don't die before you get here. And I said, "Brother, don't say that," because that's one of my fears. Is that he dies before I get back to him. And see, the thing is, I have never had this done. Hi, Nabrisha. Nabrisha, hi. I am good. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm Lady Belladonna, and in case you just come in, I have my sage burning in my abalone shell, and I'm actually saging a new deck of cards that I got that I haven't saged yet. That is Healing Grief, and I take them and I fan them over the sage and let them clear the cards, because you don't know who handled them. Sure, ask a question. Did I say your name right? I'm terrible with names, y'all. I am so sorry. I am so terrible with names. If you want a private reading, be sure you subscribe for a free spin. You can only get 1 spin. Hey Dee, welcome, welcome. You can only get 1, but be sure to register and get that spin, because every spin is a win, and you can get a free reading of the psychic of your choice. So be sure to do that, and then you'll get notifications, because there's a lot of things that is coming. A lot of chances for free readings for some of our psychics. You could go in and you could kind of pick out which psychic you like. They've got all kinds now. I mean, mediumship, tarot cards, oracle cards, mediumship connecting. They've got one that is like a vet that she is helping the animals cross, and I don't know what all. I ain't really seen what she does, but she does something with your pets that are like your family. Good, good. Did you get a free spin? because it'll give you a code, and then you go into the page, and when you book it, it'll ask for a code, and you put that code in, and it'll give you that reading with that particular one if they're available. And if they're not available, then you have the option to use it on somebody else. So be sure to do that if you haven't already. Dee, are you doing good tonight? You just come in. I'm saging a deck of cards. I got a new deck. Well, I've had it a few days. I may have already saged it and just don't remember it. That's power for the course for me, but you just run them over the sage. See, it's still smoldering, and you run them over the sage, and they hold the sage smell. There's some of them I got that I've actually saged them so good. And another thing too is that you can do that. If you don't have sage, you could, if the deck, sometimes your deck starts getting muffled and cloudy. So you put it, if you're left-handed writer, then you would hold the cards in your right hand and tap them 3 times. But if you're a right-handed person, which I am, you hold them in the left and you tap them 3 times. And it clears the deck from any past readings, and it can, it cleanses it. So that's something. It should have popped up in the Breesia whenever you. It should have popped up. The wheel should have popped up when you signed up. It should have popped up for you to spin the wheel. It'll take you. The wheel usually shows up in instant messenger. That sometimes I think that's where that's where it did when I registered, and it gave me a code for a free reading. And that's really I didn't need a free reading, but it did come up and show. I got a 15-minute free reading. So, but every spin is a win. Every spin is a win. There is someone in the room that it is draining me. It's like they're someone come to me and talk to me, because it feels like there's an emotional battle or some kind of an emotional something that's going on that is depleting you. I feel such a heaviness. Is someone in the room experiencing a traumatic recently something that has happened? All of a sudden I feel like just drained, like I'm almost like they've lost hope. Is somebody on the brink of losing hope of something that is almost to the break, to where you're wanting to say, forget it? I don't. Is somebody having that kind of a problem in this room? It's okay. I will talk to you. I will bring you a message if that's what you need. I will help you. So if you're having problems like that, send me, let's do you a reading. Let's find what we can do. Believe you me, it does help, but I really feel that there is someone in here that needs it. And I'm really strong feeling that somebody has somebody's lost somebody recently, And, you know, when you lose somebody, let me tell you, you could go to the dark side real quick. You can go to the dark side. It's okay to go there because you have to, because it's part of the grieving process. But you can't stay there. And nobody could tell you how long to grieve for. So you, nobody could tell you that. No, nobody can tell you how long you need to grieve for. Only you. And the thing is they really can't help you because you don't know how to help yourself. You don't know what the problem is. You ain't never had it before. I lost 2 children, and I did go to a somewhat dark place because I didn't want to. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. I watched programs all night long, and then I slept right on. Netflix was my buddy. Netflix was my drink. I don't drink, but it was my drink. You can really, really, really go, but you can't stay there because it will engulf you. It will. You go through so many different phases of grief, from love to hate to anger, all these things, and it makes it so hard. But your friends want you to be the way that you was before the tragic or before whatever it was happened in your life. But the thing is you won't never be the same, and you don't never get over it. You just get through it. You just get through it. Nabrisha, you want to know what page? You type in the search bar www.onlinepsychiclive.live. Hi, Sandy. I'm good, Sandy. How are you? And it will take you to our website. And it's got a list of all the psychics. And you could also register for the site there. And you get notified, you get notices. But no one in here has someone that they would like to share. Sandy, you got plans for the weekend? Tell me where y'all are from. I'm from Alabama. But I think it's passed, but whatever it was, it had to do with the room. It had somebody in the room that just I can't get over that feeling that all of a sudden just engulfed me. Like it was I felt like I was just being drugged down. I never experienced that kind of, I felt people and empathy for people and everything. Oh, you're from Canada. Well, welcome. Welcome. I was going to try to, I think I've got it in the notifications so that when you go live, Sandy, I could go check you out. And trying to figure out why I can't, I was going live with a friend of mine. She's doing a donation lives because she's having some medical problems, and she's doing, donations, whatever you can give to help her with her medical condition. And we were going to go live together, and I couldn't find the live button. There wasn't no little green man down at the bottom that said join the live. So I couldn't go in there. So I ain't figured it out. And then on my Chromebook, it went back to that same thing, but I think I found out what the problem is. And I got to figure out how to fix it now. Dee, have you talked to brother? You know he's sick. Or did you? Welcome to my sister. My sister came in. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I love it whenever y'all come in, but I like to hear people. You know, I sit here and I talk, and I would love to hear where you're from. What have you ever had a reading? Are you interested in having a reading? Because right now the sale is $19.97 for a reading, and it's normally a $35 reading, so that's a good deal. And if you go in and you spin the wheel, and you get 15 minutes, so that's a 45-minute read. It is. It is. It showed. I showed her what I saw on my phone, and I showed her what it showed, and she had never seen it before. But it has to do with broadcasting your videos, your lives. They've got a new platform, and I don't know how I got it switched. But when my computer, my Chrome, shut down a while ago, when it come back up, it had a place where you could have the old or the new. And when I clicked the old, it took me back on it so I could do it. Well, welcome. I'm not really sure. Donna? Donnie? I am so sorry. I butchered your name. Donnie? Yes, please share it, and welcome all the newcomers. And if you've never seen my show before or don't know who I am, I'm Lady Bella Donna, 1957. Ladies is what Donna stands for. It's a meaning, and then Bella is because I'm from Alabama, and then Donna's my name. 1957 is the year that I was born. I started developing my tarot card readings and oracle card readings. It'll be 2 years in September that I started developing them. I've always had a sense and a knowing, but I've always kept it in the back burner. And I used to make jewelry, but my hands has got neuropathy in it from chemotherapy. So I've got neuropathy in my hands. I couldn't do the beads, and I wanted something that I could do. And so I started with tarot cards. And it took me, I don't know how long, to get the gist of the cards. And it's not, like I said, it's not really all about the cards. Yeah, you know what, I did one the other day, and I put too many grounds in it, and honey, I had a whole bunch. But I got, I love it. I'm working on it. I got some Indian tea. I'm thinking this is Chinese. This is from Chinese. It's one of their teas. And then I got India tea. And then I got Earl Grey tea. So it's interesting, and they you seep them, and they're, I mean, look at that tea. But I put too much, and honey, when I turn that cup over, and then I couldn't make no sense out of it because the whole bottom was full. So, so I put too much in it. But this is the teacup, and I'm working on it. But that's the teacup, and I had to wash it because the grounds was all in the bottom. You see the bottom? It was full. I mean, it was just, and it had a couple up here, but it didn't do right. Needless to say, I got to do some practicing. When I get it down and I get this practicing going, I definitely, one of the lives I will definitely show you. Now, if you catch Cat, she does tea leaves. She does them. And she's probably better, she probably can do and show you how it all works. But I've never read the tea before, but I know you put the cup, whenever I steamed my tea, I put the cup over it like that when I steamed it. And then you put it, the grounds, you have to drink it. You're supposed to drink it while you're meditating and thinking about whatever it is you want to know about. And then when you get it all drank, you turn the cup over. And then you turn it clockwise 3 times. Remember it where you stopped. 1, 2, 3. And then you turn it over. Yeah. I know, right? My husband told me, Sandy, he told me you can only read 1 deck at a time, but you're always looking for that one deck that just fills you with everything. And the more I read for people, the more that intuitive that I get, and the more that I don't depend. I do look at the cards, I do. But I don't look at the books. And a lot of the times what I pick up is not only from the cards, but from what's going on in your life. It's like when you connect with the Spirit knows. I mean, God knows everything. There is no secret in this world, in this universe, that God don't know the secret. You can't hide. You can try, but He knows everything. And the archangels and the angels that are around us, they know everything too. They're the Spirit. They could go anywhere in any time in their lives if they want. And they know everything. So whatever the Spirit brings is what I bring and give to you. And the more that I develop this, the more that I'm in tune with the different cards, and it doesn't really matter what deck. Some of them I connect to better than the others, but and I do the I showed you the runes, and Sandy, have you ever tried the runes? Runes? Have you ever tried them before? Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good because I do try to learn, and I do try to listen, and I do sometimes get caught up, and I sometimes, you forget to thank your spirit guides and let them know that you appreciate them. You invite them in, and you thank them. You thank them and for coming into your world. and you have that ability too. You just may not know it. You just have to invite them in, because we all have a guardian angel. The spirit is magical, and the more you get involved, the more in tunes you get. And the ruins, yeah, they're pretty neat. They're in depth, though. Boy, do you get in depth with them. I mean, when you get in with the ruins and put them ruins out, it really paints a picture. It really does. And the other one was the Lenormand. Have you did any of the Lenormand's readings using the Lenormand decks? A while ago, I had one of my cards missing, and I couldn't find it, and it was under my little tarpy thing here. And I thought, wow, really? I don't know how that happened. And but it was there. It was there. And I figured it was a message for me. I figured it was a message for me. And I got to study on it a little bit and find out what my message was, because it just vanished. And it was under this thing, and I don't know how it would have got under it unless the spirit guide put it there for me to acknowledge. But it was the traveling card. It was the very, very first card. You have 2 Lenormand decks. It was the number 1 card that went missing, and it was under this thing right here. And it's the Horseman. It's the Horseman. So maybe you could tell me what the spirit was wanting me to know with that one, Sandy. Because this one is the legendary, it's the fortune telling cards. I'm not really crazy about them. I'm going to get a deck that's got the other cards on it, because you can make a set out of, in fact, I started a deck to make out of regular playing cards. I actually started a deck to make them. You could use them as playing cards. And I started with the deck. You put the number at the top and what they stand for at the bottom. Like the number 11 card is the whip. The number 7 card, and then the clouds, number 6. You got the dark side and the light side. So I started creating my my deck, but I got to go through and get the rest of them. These were just the face cards, you know. But anyways, I was using my book and
Hi, Donna.
Hi, sweetie.
Hi, we've come to the end of your show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Didn't you realize?
I didn't realize that it had already been an hour.
Yeah. Thank you for your show. It was great. And thank you for everyone for watching. And we will see you all again. Lady Belladonna will be back soon. We will see you all again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you coming in and sharing, joining my live. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and spin the wheel and see what you get. Check the site out, www.onlinepsychiclive.live. And when you go there, pardon?
I was just going to say thanks, everyone, for watching.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
God bless. Stay.